guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Erin and today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up. So I had a very good reading month in September. I read a total of, let's see here, 5 books, and I'm currently reading my 6th right now. So without further ado, we'll just get started. The first book I read this month was Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this story. This is about 2 sisters, and they live in a time in a world where women really don't have any rights at all. So there's 2 sisters. One is training to be a Grace, which a Grace is somebody who sits by the king or the prince and is just kind of there for him to, she's like the model girl. So it just is a representation of a model woman. There's several Graces. They pick 3 each year, new Graces. So the one sister, Serena, has been training her whole life to be a Grace, and when she goes for the ceremony, her sister Nomi ends up getting the attention instead. There's a lot of twists and turns in this. I really love this story. I definitely gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and it had such a cliffhanger, so I cannot wait to read the next one that is coming out, I believe next July, and oh my gosh, I cannot remember the title. I think it's Queen of Ruin, but I could be wrong. But like I said, yep. Great book. 5 out of 5 stars. The next thing that I read this month was From Twinkle with Love by Cindy Manon. Now I gave this 3 stars. I didn't dislike the book, but Twinkle really is a very unlikable character. I saw where Hailey and Bookland had kind of said the similar thing about this book, and I definitely have to say I agree. She is such a brat, I think. Very spoiled, not necessarily spoiled, but she's all about like status, and she will use anybody she can really to get status in her high school. I mean, I understand, I was picked on a lot in high school, so I understand where status kind of comes into play, but she is just, I can't. I just wanted to reach in the pages and slap her. Overall, the book is good. The ending was a lot better than the rest of the book, so 3 out of 5 star read for me. And the next book I read this month was Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. So this is a Little Mermaid retelling, and it really goes into the backstory of Ursula. So this is about 4 friends, and 2 boys, 2 girls. One of the girls ends up dying in a drowning accident. She ends up kind of coming back. They think she has returned to life in the form of a mermaid, and this just goes into kind of the whole backstory of how Ursula came to be about, starting with this. Really good read. It wasn't my favorite, but I did give it a 4 stars out of 5. So the next book that I read this month was Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gournall, and I'm actually going to be doing a review for this book soon. This book deals with mental illness. I saw this book on Emmmabooks and Hailey and Bookland's page. I think Emmmabooks talks about it a little bit more because I know she really likes to read mental health novels, which I do as well. So this deals with agoraphobia and OCD. So our main character, her name is Nora. She has agoraphobia and OCD. She cannot leave the house because of her intense agoraphobia and fear. One day a new boy moves next door and really tries to get to know her, and kind of is, kind of convincing her to come out of her mental illness a little bit. Not come out of it, but he really is there for her. They form a really good friendship, and it's just so interesting to see Nora's struggles, her story, see how she ends up having new feelings when she meets this new boy. I love this book. Definitely a 5 out of 5 stars for me. Probably one of my favorite books I've ever read. This is definitely a new all-time favorite. I did have a concussion at the end of last year, and it really affected me mental health-wise. I dealt with severe anxiety and depression afterwards, and I was just very... I identified with Nora a little bit. I don't have agoraphobia or OCD, but she clings to her mom a lot, which I tend to do when I'm sick as well. I've had other health problems, and I just really identified with this story. So great read. The next last book that I finished this month is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So this deals with a Viking. Her name is Elin, I believe is how you pronounce it, and she is a member of a clan called the Aska clan. Now she believes her brother has died during the last battle season, and she ends up finding that he is alive and he has joined the Ricky clan. I've heard very mixed reviews about this. I only rated it a 2.5 stars. I liked the story, but I felt like the story was pretty much, if you read the synopsis, that's the whole book. That's kind of how I felt. I felt like there was not much to the story. All the twists and turns are on the synopsis. So that's kind of my problem with the book. Not really the book itself, just they put too much in the synopsis and there was nothing left really for surprise. I mean, there was a couple things that were kind of pretty predictable, but that's why I gave this a lower score. The last book that I'm currently reading, which I just started last night, is called History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I've heard a lot of good things. I'm not the biggest, I wouldn't say fan, but the writing style of Adam Silvera is not my favorite. It doesn't really click with me that well. I'm definitely enjoying this so far. Now today is September 28th, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish this weekend. I'm off on Sundays, but we'll see. But really liking it so far. So that's all for this video. So let me know down in the comments what books you read this month, what books that I've read that you read, how you felt about these books. You can also find me on Instagram. My Instagram is bookishbelle28, and if you like this video, definitely hit like, and I will see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!